seconds.
All right, sounds like we're getting into it though.
Yeah, let's see.
That's what it sounded like. Didn't quite see the switch over quite yet, but they're getting into it.
These loading screens have been OD tonight, but hopefully the play is going to match it because we got Sharp and Ace going up on the docket.
Yeah, and Sharp, the 20th character I think I may have seen Sharp play. I'm being Palutena. Going up against Lucario, that is a character you do not see too often, and right now Ace is looking phenomenal. 70 to 11%, fantastic right now.
Yeah, especially as Lucario, is like you don't really get that early percent all that often because most of your percent comes after you've already taken some damage. You got that aura going, but man, that 70% was just uncontested until now.
Yeah, what is really going to come down to is Sharp being able to get the edge guard. Because Palutena doesn't really have the kill power, so you're not killing Lucario before 130, 140% before aura is really an issue unless you get the edge guard, and that's going to be the question for Sharp.
Palutena has a lot of score though.
It feels like a lot of matchups really revolve around that. Can you kill Lucario early? If not, it might be close to a losing matchup. But we really don't see enough Lucarios. You're dead. Get out of here. Wow.
Well, that's what happens when Lucario is red and has all the aura. You're not allowed to get grabbed, not by the side B. You just explode coast to coast. And as you said, there's not a lot of Lucarios, but it's, I personally think Lucario's recovery is a little lackluster. Either has to go to the ledge, you can punish it, or has to go on stage in a way that has lag. Otherwise, it's very telegraphed. But
not with some lag, like 2 seconds of lag too.
Yeah, it's a while.
There are some ways that you can land on stage where you don't suffer the massive lag. You just suffer a little bit of lag, but still, there's not really a good way to land on stage. And Ace losing their first stock back down to level 1 Lucario.
And that was so needed for Sharp. Because at 125, another side B would have killed you. No questions asked. Fortunately, the aura is gone. Damage to the attack counter.
Oh, man. Sharp has been getting, Ace has been getting so many of those tonight. I kind of tuned in and out of the stream before, and this guy is going for so many counters, and a lot of them are working too, and the ones that aren't getting punished.
So here's the thing about Lucario's counter is that no matter how strong the hit was that hit the counter, that determines how strong that counter is going to be. Lucario's counter always does the same amount of damage and knockback depending on your rage and your aura. So you can get hit with the tiniest of hits and kill somebody with it because you countered it.
I would say with Lucario, if those numbers are red, you're going to be dead. Just don't mess with it.
Ace looking great right now. I mean, almost walking it in, if you will. Having your opponent stick for a while with the forward smash. Palutena doesn't really have too much kill power, but those wings hit a little different.
Yeah, that forward smash was honestly really good because Ace has been just air dodging into ground a few too many times. Sharp picked up on that. He's like, no, not this time. I'm going to take the stock. You're not going to run away with this aura. But still in a scary spot, still down 1%, which means you haven't even seen this last stock Lucario at its scariest.
That was the bravest aerial I've seen in my life. Lucario's forward smash was coming through. Sharp did not care.
The thing about Lucario, though, is that this character doesn't really function until 65, and Palutena with Rage, with another one of those big smash stacks reads, could actually take away the stock early. You need that against Lucario, because if Lucario gets above 100, you're going to be in some trouble. Doesn't matter what your stock count is. Well, it kind of does, because if it's higher, then you're going to be in even more trouble. But it doesn't matter where you're at in the game. This is going to be scary.
Definitely.
Yeah. These air dodges to center stage still coming out on Ace's part. Sharp hasn't punished it yet. Okay, finally going to ledge.
Oh, that's what you're talking about logic, but he's still alive.
You got to get this edge guard, and does manage to do it. Runs off, gets in there, gets stuff by Sharp. Recognizing exactly what needed to be done to close that out.
Yeah, that was one of those times where if that didn't work, you might have been awful, awfully dead.
I hate to say, you were a goner. There's no question about it. You saw already once, I think, that Ace did go for a tomahawk, try to go for a side B. Fortunately for Sharp, he ended up interrupting it. And that is one of the downsides of Lucario that a lot of people aren't really aware of, is that the moves actually come out rather slow. It's just that you don't really see a beginning animation to realize that, when the move was actually started. But if you keep the pressure on Lucario, aside from counter, Lucario really only has counter and down air to kind of alleviate pressure. Granted, Ace uses them both fantastically. Those are the only options.
All right, interested to see what stage pick comes through.
I'm a little surprised.
This is still a best of 3, correct?
Yes.
All right, you got one more chance, Ace. If you want to make this happen, you got to make sure you get those kills a little earlier this time.
Well, I mean, the first stock was good.
Yeah.
Just Sharp said, we were having some fun, right? No more fun. Sharp, still no more
Sharp's
fun.
really.
I
My turn on
mean,
the Xbox.
exactly. But it's all about how you finish your plate here. Like, once Ace gets those feet on the ground, Sharp has to be. Oh my God!
No
I thought he
way.
died. I thought he died. I actually thought he died.
Yeah. 45% before the hit. By the way.
Oh, yeah, you had like 5 years to charge that.
That back air? Oh, and it's time for the ride. 30, not able to finish it, but still 30% is great. Especially right now when you're winning.
Yeah, I mean, Lucario still has that latent comeback factor, as we keep saying, but at the end of the day, a lead is a lead. And I'd rather him have that comeback factor with me having a lead than him having a comeback factor with me having not a very big lead at all.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. Even when you're down to stock, you have extra aura than you would otherwise.
Which is terrifying, by the way.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Up, you're dead.
Oh.
Okay, this is the scary part. Lucario as a character, I feel like, doesn't function until he's at like 30% minimum. Like, his stuff just doesn't knock people away or connect. So, oh no!
And the aura is so strong, you don't even want to come back to the stage.
Yeah. So
See, that was actually make sure. That was to make sure that Lucario has less aura, because when you're ahead of stock, you have less aura than you would otherwise. So it's calculated. Just watch.
Sharp. Definitely sharpest crown in the box. Okay.
Would you want a sharp cramp?
Right.
Lightest ball, sharpest crown. I don't know. We're going somewhere with it. We don't know where, but we're going somewhere. Look, I'm not the one that got rid of my stock to stop my opponent from getting aura. Oh, this should be free right here. Got the nair, but landed on stage and canceled it and didn't actually get the killing blow.
Bro, Lucario's aura sphere sounds like a jet engine right now. Yeah, don't get hit by that. You cannot.
All right, really similar, game to the last one. Ace seemingly in the better position, but just all that matters is who's able to clear the stock up.
I do think that Sharp started doing a much better job of punishing with nair off stage. And Sharp can get Ace off stage one more time. That might be enough to actually win just by using that nair over and over again.
Oh, we're trying to get that roll read.
Yeah. Such a committed. Your opponent's at 113. You don't have to take these risks right now.
Ace very well may lose the game off this.
The shield, the only thing protecting from that back air.
Oh, we out.
Oh, got the grab. Don't DI in. Please don't DI in.
Yeah, I didn't. Wow, that's something so far. Ace finally has feet planted. I mean, for the first time in like the last few seconds, Sharp is still in a very advantageous situation, throwing out those back airs, and that shield's looking a little bit too low. Like, even if it was up, it might have poked.
Yeah, that was just such a, it's one of those things that you hear in the FTC community. They actually talk about smashers and say we don't hit confirm, and that was the time of it. Lucario has a 3-hit jab, but you don't have to finish it. But once you do 1, 2, 3 on air, it's pretty easy at that point to react. Sharp did it on cue, and Sharp is able to take that 2-0 fashion.
Yeah, props to Sharp, honestly, being able to hold on to that stock so well. Never, you know, with everything that Lucario was throwing out, just never saying, all right, I'm going to get impatient. I'm going to run in. Just took it slow, took it careful, took the dub. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Clean. Well,
Yeah.
was it
Oh, I'm saying the
unfortunate?
jab. I'm saying the jab.